award-winning national security, border security investigative reporter for TV, radio, and the print media. Kimberly is also the senior foreign policy advisor for the Committee for Responsible Foreign Policy. TV correspondent, CW6 News San Diego, One America News Network. And she streams live usually at Periscope.com, Facebook, and YouTube. Hey.
Hi, how's it going? I'm streaming and Periscoping today.
You are streaming at Periscope. No, I'm streaming.
That too.
All right. And streaming at Facebook and Periscope.com. There it is, Periscope.com. All right. And I'm sure you're going to pop up on my little tiny computer here at any time. That's the way it happens. Sometimes you have to keep going to timeline, and there it are. Yeah. Hey,
yep.
Listen, I'm kind of in the dark here about what we're going to do, but I think it has to do with New Zealand.
Yeah.
And I will tell you one thing. Boy, President Trump, I mean, he's lashing out. He's a little upset, and I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Because the left, mainstream media, if you're ready for this, listener, in case you haven't heard, they're working overtime, he says, to blame him for the New Zealand massacre.
Yep.
He said, so ridiculous. You think everybody in the world listens to every little hiccup that Trump makes? Kimberly, I mean, are you giving that much credit?
You know what? I just don't think so. In this case, I mean, the mainstream media, remember under Obama, every time there was a terrorist attack out there, it was like, oh my gosh, I hope it wasn't a Muslim, because that just didn't fit their narrative. So I think we're kind of seeing the opposite here. When it's, somebody that is not a Muslim, they're all over it and they want to blame this. And we know that the establishment media is really just grasping at straws. As we know, the Mueller report's going to come out in the next week or two, probably going to have nothing in it. So why not blame terrorism on President Trump here? I think that what people need to keep in mind on this, that terrorist attacks on Muslims in Western countries are extremely rare. In fact, the last one that they had was up in Quebec, Canada, where 6 people died. Now, it should never be endorsed it's a horrific act. Murder is murder is murder. But when you look at the Christians across the Middle East and in America and around the globe, they're the ones that are actually taking the brunt of these terror events and losing their lives substantially greater numbers.
Attack, wait for it, but then they said, but it isn't helping.
Well, I guess that was like a mild. I think that also too, in the last week or so, I've noticed in some of the big lefty, magazines, newspapers, and TV, they're slowly starting to give President Trump a little bit more credit. However, the reason they're doing that is because we're coming up on a 2020 election, and they don't want to be left on the sidelines when it comes to interviewing the president, moderating debates, and things of that nature, that right now they are just in ill favor with the president. And then like you said in your little up on the top of the show here, I mean, Fox News, today they announced they hired Donna Brazile. Okay, she's the gal that actually cheated during one of the debates and gave Hillary Clinton the questions. Fox News hired her, and then they fired Judge Janine, that had a Saturday show that the president spoke up about. So, I mean, it's like... Let me
ask you real quick. So, I didn't hear the word that she officially has been fired this time.
Well, I mean, it's when they take you off air, most likely they're not going to put you off. I think she kind of falls into the same basket as Kimberly Guilfoyle, who was on the Five for a long time, and then she started dating the president's son. And all of a sudden she lost her job on Fox, and she was upset about it, and it was done they tried to do these things quietly. Unfortunately, I think for Fox News here, Judge Janine is not a quiet person by any stretch. She's a tiny little petite person, but she speaks her mind.
I saw some conservative organization, I wish I could remember it off the top of my tiny little head here, but something about, they got a big campaign about let's block Fox News. They're no longer,
so they're doing that for the Democrat primaries. Yeah, there are no debates for Fox.
take that